Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We'll see the New York Knicks facing the Golden State Warriors. To the wing right side. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
Timeout Warriors.
Curry with it. Here's the three. Rebound by Anthony. Now Ewing. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Here's Stoudemire. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Curry. Mutombo sets a screen. Curry with the bucket.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Frazier. Chamberlain with the block. And they'll keep possession. Out to Stoudemire. Just 5 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Out to KD. Outside Wilkins. Out to the right wing. From 15 feet away. And the rejection by Stoudemire.
And I love the effort on defense from Stoudemire. More than capable of coming up with a big-time block on that play.
Here's Anthony. Pass to Frazier. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's Ewing. Good, and it's Frazier who picks up the assist.
And how about the muscle inside from Ewing? Easily getting to wherever he wants to on that low block.
Now here's Mutombo. Outside Curry. Mutombo sets a screen. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 5 now.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Frazier outside. Stoudemire, the screen. Out to Anthony. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Another three for Golden State. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Houston. Shoots the three. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. So it's the Knicks now. 6-point game. Frazier scanning the floor. Stolen by Wilkins. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. And KD throws it down.
And it doesn't even have to be an accurate pass. With Durant's limb, you can just throw it up and you know this guy will get it.
Now here's Anthony. Nothing on the board. Here's Frazier, and no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Wilkins. Here he goes. And he slams it down right on top of Amare.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
Now here's Frazier. Dikembe Mutombo grabs the rebound. Here's KD. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
New York calls timeout. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Outside, Ewing. Their offense, stone cold. Another miss there. Inside, Chamberlain. Curry on the wing. He's got 8. Pass to Mutombo. 5 on the clock. Lets it fly. Houston pulls it in.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Out to Stoudemire. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Warriors leading by 12. Curry from deep three-point land. Rebound by Anthony.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Curry. Following the score by Walt Frazier.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Frazier outside. Curry with the steal. from deep three-point land. And another three for Golden State.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 16. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Here's Wilkins. Pass to Chamberlain. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Here's Monroe. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here's Wilkins. That's tipped. Monroe left side. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Wilkins surveying the defense. There's the steal. Here's Monroe. Missed inside. Warriors leading by 18. Pass to Mullen. A three ball. And it's Reed pulling it down. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's sent back by Wilkins. They recover it. They get a hand on it. And now Wilkins running the floor all by himself.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
New York takes timeout. Knicks trail by 20. Pass to Reed. Chamberlain brings the double team. Reed a screen. The drive by Monroe. Bucket is good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Warriors leading by 18. Outside, KD. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. And here are the Knicks now. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's King. Still yet to score. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's the explosive ability of King. He's going to go out there in attack mode, always playing the game at full throttle.
Here's KD. Reed with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Knicks trail by 14. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in the single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And And, David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level, undeniable. Count it. Monroe's got his second bucket of the night. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. KD's shot is off. So it's New York now. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Plays it up and banks it in. KD's got 6.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivers.
Monroe down low. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Wilkins. Lobbed up there for KD. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Pass to Reed. Spins over Durant. It's rebounded by Golden State.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
Both free throws good from Wilkins. Knicks trail by 20. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
.102 left to play here in the half. And here is Monroe.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Curry can't get it to go. Here's New York. The Knicks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
On to the Knicks. Curry, Monroe. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors leading by 18. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And he makes the first.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to DeBusschere. Back to Monroe. DeBusschere with it. Clock at 6. Here's King. And the Knicks miss again. It's Wilkins with the drive. Outside for Curry. Carries it from three-point range. Curry's got 17.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside for Curry. Back to Mutombo. Here's KD. Here's Chamberlain. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Houston. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
Now here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The wide open look here for Anthony. That 3 off the mark. Warriors leading by 21. Here's Chamberlain. Houston pulls it in. And a fast break now for New York. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, easy call.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Curry way outside. Stoudemire grabs the board.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Anthony with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Frazier outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Frazier's playing philosophy was established back in high school. Aggressive defense and hitting an open man is more productive than taking the wild shot.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leading.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. New York calls timeout.
Get loud and make some noise for your Warriors Knicks team. Get up and make some noise once again for your Warriors Knicks team.
Here is Frazier. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The Warriors pull it in. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
One-on-one here. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Warriors leading by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Mutombo sets a screen. Here's Curry. Out to KD. Trying to end the drought. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Coming out of
The Warriors making a switch here.
number 21,
Anthony looking it over. Pass to Ewing. Here's Houston. 5 to shoot. It's Anthony with the drive.
Oh, nice cut by Anthony inside. When he slashes hard like that, it really compromises the defense.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
KD's shot is off. Knicks trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry with the steal. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Ewing.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touch back since the break.
Frazier with it, guarded now by Durant. Shoots. Pass to Anthony. Here's Houston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Knicks miss again.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Chamberlain a screen. Here's Curry. And that one's good by Chamberlain. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Well, you want to stop Steph in the two-man game, but he's so smart. He'll get others involved.
A nice shot by Frazier.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
That's to Curry. Matumbo up top. Launches a three. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. Curry's got 20 points.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Here's Frazier. Out to Anthony. Stoudemire with the ball. Guarded by Chamberlain. Back to Anthony. It's stolen by Matumbo. Pass to Wilkins. Driving in. It's hauled in by Frazier. And so it's Frazier who'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. No good that time. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Here's Wilkins. Now Matumbo. Nifty move. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Ewing.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Goes up the baseline. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Monroe with it. There's the drive. And easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Thurman. To the inside. The kick out to Wilkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Knicks trailed by 20. Now to Busher. So, Craig, you played the point. And create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody. Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
They kick it out to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's KD. Pass to Thompson. Here's Wilkins. He's covered by DeBusschere. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by New York.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
13 feet away. Back to King. Over to the wing. Here's DeBusschere. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Looking for Wilkins. He gets it there. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length. And that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time. he runs the floor.
A nice shot by Reed.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and an elite defender. Also determined to attack the glass.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 19. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. It's Reed, high post. Banked in off the glass. And here is Curry. Here's Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Pass to Monroe. Poke loose. Curry with the steal. KD on the wing. And he's good on the three ball. KD's got 5 points now this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And here are the Knicks now. The NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Curry can't get it to go. Frazier with it. Driving to the basket. And that one is hammered home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Curry gets the bucket.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Frazier with it. Chamberlain picks him up. Back to Ewing. Frazier outside. Just 5 on the clock. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Here is Frazier. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 22. Up top, Curry. The tray. Another miss by Curry.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good, Anthony.
You can count on Stoudemire finding the open man.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
On its way from Curry for 2. Kept alive. Durant with a wide open look. Pass to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. It's stolen by Frazier. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And another one of those terrific two-way players. Frazier's quick hands there gets the pick. And then he's off to the races.
Shooting for New York, Carmelo Anthony.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, There's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Stoudemire. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bobbed up there for Green. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here is Davis. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Elbow shot is on the way. Knicks with the rebound. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away.